My name is Ismaulmaul Odhiambo, County Director, Meteorological Services. And based on the forecast given by Greater Horn of East of Africa, that is GACOF, and also based on the forecast released by the National Meteorological Center, that is NCOF, and based on the downscaled forecast for Garissa County, we are currently expecting highly enhanced rainfall, which is El Nino related. Garissa County, through the support of Mercy Corps and DRC, have convened to prepare and disseminate advisories which are going to all the sectors in the county. These are the sectors. The main ones are of education, agriculture, livestock, water, and health. And what we want the advisories to contain, or the major content of these advisories, one, they are going to be sector-based. The one going to livestock, we know when we have a lot of rainfall, we have outbreak of diseases. So they have to advise the pastoralists on what they need to do so as to save the lives of animals. When it comes to water sector, we know when we have a lot of rainfall, it is always accompanied by contamination. That's the major part of the disease outbreak. And these diseases have to be taken care of by the health sector, who also have to preposition their medication so as to cover and make sure that they treat the diseases as they crop up. To agriculture sector, we know most of the agriculturalists or the farmers do have the farms along the riverine. And during the enhanced rainfall, we always have a lot of flooding. And the advisories needs to advise them on when to remove the pump sets, when to do the land preparation, and how to shift from the farms to higher grounds when you're expecting floods. To education sector, we know schools are usually the major part of accommodating those who are displaced. So at the same time, the education sector has to be prepared to accommodate those who are going to be displaced. And they also have to prepare to ensure that the children are taken care of. And even if we have a lot of floods, there can be other interventions so that they don't interrupt with the learnings. We all know that after the floods or after the displacement, schools always fall casualties of destruction. You find them being the hosts, but after a resettlement, those people who are hosted stand the desks and the doors and the windows to firewood. So they leave a lot of destruction, and we need to appeal to other supporters who can support schools to revive their classrooms so that they can be used again by the pupils to come in handy and plan for the post-El Nino interventions. That is basically what we are here to do. And hopefully by the end of the day, we have to disseminate the information which has to go to the end user at the village level.
What is the role of the maybe community to implement your message?
To the community, immediately you get the information, kindly take action. That is what we want to do, and we want to first save lives. Secondly, we want to save properties, and thirdly, we want to conserve the environment. So take the information seriously.
Like the refugees, they have no enough latrines and toilets. So if the flood comes, what can be happened?
Under health and wash program, we do appeal for them to be assisted, especially when it comes to the pit latrines. We know when we have a lot of rainfall, some of the pit latrines do collapse. Some of them do overflow, and we end up in having water contaminated. So we do encourage that they be assisted to come up with the pit latrines.